Do you think rest is best for a painful knee? Most people make this big mistake. But surprisingly, sitting for too long is actually what makes your knee pain worse. Just 3 minutes of proper movement every 30 minutes, and you'll see an incredible difference. Hi, I'm Dr. Miller. Today, I want to share the story of a patient I'll never forget, 72-year-old Frank, a former Marine living in Texas. One morning in March, Frank came into the clinic, clutching an old wooden cane, walking slowly as if he were navigating a minefield from the war. "Are you okay?" I asked. "Does your knee hurt a lot?" He gave me a wry smile and said something I still remember. "It doesn't hurt, Doc. It feels like a pot of boiling water was poured on my knee. Walking for 5 minutes makes me want to cry. And my daughter keeps telling me to go to Disneyland with her. I feel like a truck without wheels." In that moment, I didn't just see a man in pain. I saw a father, a grandfather, whose joy was being robbed by his knee. And now, I want to share with you 10 little-known facts about knee pain. Facts that helped Frank ditch his cane, climb 3 flights of stairs, and hug his grandchild with a big smile at Disneyland in just 1 month. If you found this video helpful, please put the number 1 in the comments. And if you're experiencing any health issues, please leave a comment below. We promise to read and answer every question. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our helpful health videos. Let's get started. 1. Pain isn't just about age. At the clinic, during Frank's first visit, I said, "Frank, many think knee pain comes from old age. But that's not always true. Your pain isn't just because you're old." Frank was surprised. "Then what's causing it?" "I'm over 70. I explained. "Yes, age weakens joints, but lifestyle determines how fast they deteriorate. Lack of movement, poor diet, sitting too long, excess weight, those are like pouring fuel on a fire." According to the National Institute of Arthritis and Musculoskeletal and Skin Diseases, NIAMS, 80% of people over 65 with joint pain have issues tied to a sedentary lifestyle and nutrient-poor diets, not just age. Frank reflected. "So, I've been hurting my own knees?" I nodded. "Nobody means to, but many do the same. The good news? We can absolutely turn things around." 2. The biggest joint inflamer: hidden sugar in favorite foods. During a video call about nutrition, Frank held up a box of almond milk. "Doc, I switched to this. No dairy." I checked the label. Frank, look at line 3. Added sugar, 9 grams per serving. A 240 milliliter glass with 9 grams of sugar is too much. Sugar is the #1 trigger for joint inflammation. Frank was stunned. "I thought I was eating healthy, but I've been adding fuel to the fire." A Harvard study found that people consuming over 50 grams of added sugar daily have a 62% higher risk of arthritis compared to those eating under 20 grams. I advised, choose unsweetened versions. Limit added sugar to under 25 grams daily, about 6 teaspoons, each approximately 4 grams. If you have pre-existing conditions like diabetes or gout, consult your doctor before changing your diet to ensure these changes are safe for you. Frank sighed. "Looks like I need to learn to read labels like I used to read battlefield maps." 3. A joint healing meal: turmeric rice, salmon, and greens. At a Senior Fit Nation nutrition workshop, I introduced, "Here's a golden lunch for your knees." 1 bowl of brown rice, about 150 grams, cooked with 1 teaspoon of turmeric, 3 grams, and a dash of olive oil. 1 grilled salmon slice, 100 grams, provides omega-3 to fight inflammation. 1 full cup of boiled spinach, about 150 grams, packed with vitamin K and magnesium. According to Arthritis Care and Research, people eating 3 omega-3 rich meals weekly reduced joint pain by up to 30% in 4 weeks. Note: if you're on medications like blood thinners or have conditions like kidney disease, consult your doctor before adding turmeric or increasing spinach intake. Frank scribbled notes. "I'll cook this tonight. Hope my knees cooperate." 4. The cost of a TV binge. A week later, Frank returned to the clinic, grimacing, cane in hand. I was surprised. "What happened, Frank?" "I thought your knees were improving." He sighed. "I messed up, Doc. Last weekend, I watched a cowboy series with my grandson, sat on the couch for 5 hours straight. When I stood up, my knees felt like they were filled with concrete. Every step stung like needles. I thought, this is the most common mistake among older adults. Thinking rest is always good, when sitting too long makes joints worse. I stressed, "Frank, remember, sitting too long slows joint circulation, causing ligaments to stretch painfully when you stand." I handed him a personalized schedule. "Here's the change. Every 30 minutes of sitting, stand up, roll your shoulders, rotate your knees, walk around the room. Just 3 minutes each time. At least 30 minutes of light movement daily, split into small chunks." Frank nodded. "I'll set an alarm. Even during cowboy movies, I'll get up." 5. The fridge and a fateful slip. 3 days later, my phone rang at 7 a.m. "Frank, Dr. Miller. I slipped on a piece of cabbage on the kitchen floor. Didn't fall, but my left knee's swollen like a ping-pong ball." I sighed. Fridges, kitchen floors, and food scraps. The trio that often spells trouble for aging knees. That afternoon, I visited Frank's home and opened his fridge. As expected, vegetables tossed haphazardly, a jar of mayonnaise from last year, rows of sugary sodas like school buses. "Frank, to heal your knees, this fridge needs a makeover." He gave an awkward smile. "I know, Doc, but these are foods I've eaten my whole life." I gently patted his shoulder. "And that's why your knees have been complaining your whole life." We cleaned out the fridge together. For each item tossed, I explained. "Soda? A 355 milliliter can has 39 grams of sugar, nearly 10 teaspoons. Sugar fuels inflammation, making joints swell. Canned meat? High in sodium, it retains water in joints, making knees feel like they're carrying weights. Old margarine? Contains trans fats, silent killers that wear down knee cartilage faster." Frank raised his hands in surrender. "All right, I give up. So, what should I eat?" I shared a golden list of knee-friendly foods. Salmon, rich in omega-3, reduces inflammation. 100-gram portion, twice weekly. Turmeric. Add half a teaspoon, approximately 1 gram, to morning porridge. Bone broth soup. Use beef or old chicken bones. Collagen supports joints. Flax seeds and chia seeds. 1 tablespoon, approximately 10 grams daily, sprinkled on unsweetened yogurt. I warned, avoid turmeric if you're on blood thinners like warfarin. And if you have gout, limit chia seeds. Always consult your doctor about pre-existing conditions before making dietary changes. Frank nodded, eyes sparkling like a school kid getting a prize. I never thought my knees were tied to my fridge. 6. 3 simple home steps. Unknotting the knee. At Frank's living room, Tuesday morning at 8 a.m., I brought a yoga mat, a soft fabric strap, and a sturdy plastic chair. Frank eyed the gear, frowning. "Doc, I'm not doing yoga. At my age, bending my knees sounds like popcorn in a hot pan." I laughed. "No lotus pose needed, Frank. These are gentle moves, lifesavers for your cartilage." I explained. Move 1. Knee stretch while seated. Sit upright on the chair, back against the rest. Place a rolled towel under your right knee. Slowly straighten your leg forward. Hold for 5 seconds, then relax. Repeat 10 times per side. This gets blood flowing to the joint like oil in an old wheel. Do it every morning to ease stiffness. Move 2. Calf stretch with strap. Lie on your back on the mat. Left leg bent. Right leg extended upward. Loop the strap around the sole of your right foot. Gently pull toward your chest. Hold for 10 seconds. Switch sides. This stretches the hamstrings, the cords behind your knee. Tight hamstrings jam the knee. Move 3. Mock stair climb. Stand behind the chair, holding lightly for balance. Lift your right foot onto a 15 to 20 centimeter step, a stack of books or sturdy box. Shift your weight onto the right foot, then step down. Repeat 10 times per leg. I cautioned, Frank, if you feel sharp pain during these, stop. Exercise is for improvement, not punishment. Always warm up with a few light steps around the house first. Check with your doctor if you have conditions like osteoporosis or heart issues before starting these exercises. Frank exhaled. I thought I'd need a physical therapy gym. Turns out, just a chair and a strap. 7. This morning, a knee swollen like a grapefruit. At Senior Fit Nation Clinic, Friday morning, light rain falling. Frank walked in, eyes heavy, limping. I glanced over and asked, Frank, why do you look like you just argued with your knee? He sighed, pulling an ice pack from his bag. This morning, Doc, my right knee swelled up huge, like someone stuffed a grapefruit under my skin. Painful, tight, burning. I must have done something wrong. My heart sank. This is a common breaking point for older adults. When results falter, they feel defeated. I pulled up a chair, sitting across from him. Frank, let me ask you something. When was the last time you skipped exercise for 2 days straight? He thought, then admitted, Tuesday, I guess. Had a slight backache, so I rested for 2 days. Exactly, I said. Knees are like cats. Skip 2 meals and they get cranky. I explained, when you stop moving, joint fluid pools, causing swelling and inflammation, like leaving soup unstirred, burning at the bottom. The solution isn't more rest, it's intentional rest. I gave Frank a plan. Rest plus move routine. Day 1. Ice for 15 minutes every 3 hours. Ice wrapped in a thin cloth. Elevate the leg when sitting. Avoid standing long. Day 2. Start gentle leg stretches again without overdoing it. Day 3. Resume regular exercises, but at 50% intensity. Frank, you didn't do anything wrong. Your body's saying, I need a slower pace to adapt. It's like learning to ride a bike. You fall a few times before balancing. Frank gave a small smile, his eyes softening. I almost gave up, but now I get it. Recovery has ups and downs. 8. 1 breakfast, 2 generations, a lighter knee. In my office, my phone rang. Frank's voice boomed, as if he'd won the lottery. Dr. Miller, just calling to report. My granddaughter ate breakfast with me today, and she said my food was better than her mom's pancakes. I laughed. Wow, didn't expect a breakfast change to work such miracles. Frank recounted that morning. Instead of sugary cereal and dry toast, I followed your advice. I blended 1 cup unsweetened almond milk, 240 milliliters, half a ripe banana, 1 tablespoon chia seeds, approximately 10 grams, 1 tablespoon almond butter, approximately 15 grams, a handful of fresh spinach, approximately 30 grams, a few thin slices of fresh ginger. Blended it smooth, poured it into a glass. Not the prettiest green, but sweet and creamy. His granddaughter looked at the smoothie and asked, Grandpa, is this a magic potion? I said, Yup. Drink this, and my knees won't hurt, so I can play soccer with you. She giggled, took a sip, and asked for more. I explained to Frank, and all you senior listeners, banana. Potassium for electrolyte balance and inflammation reduction. Chia seeds. Omega-3 and fiber for joints and digestion. Spinach. Vitamin K. C. Calcium. Magnesium. All vital for cartilage. Ginger. Natural anti-inflammatory. Reduces knee pain by up to 30% after 6 weeks of regular use. Journal of Medicinal Food, 2020. Safety note. If you're on blood thinners like warfarin, consult your doctor before using ginger daily. It may increase bleeding risk. Always check with your doctor about pre-existing conditions before adopting new dietary habits. Frank ended the call. Thanks, Doc. Mornings now give me a reason to get up early. Not just for lighter knees, but to grow old with my grandkid. 1 meal at a time. 9. Long strides from the bedroom. From Frank's bedroom, 6 a.m., an early spring day. I can't believe it, Doc. This morning I walked a mile around the park. No pain at all. That was Frank's text, with a photo. Him by a flower bed, arms in a V. His granddaughter handing him a water bottle. I called, "Frank, that's amazing. How'd you do it?" He chuckled. "Thanks to a trick my late wife left me. She passed last year, but she always made me do one thing each morning. Stretch your shoulders and legs in bed before stepping out." I thought she was fussy. Now I know she was my secret knee doctor. I shared this simple, effective tip with you all. 3 bedroom knee stretches. Gentle knee lift. 2 minutes. Lie on your back. Slowly pull one knee toward your chest. Hold for 10 seconds. Switch sides. Do 5 times per side. Straight leg raise. 1 minute. Lie on your back. Lift one leg to about 30 degrees. Hold straight for 5 seconds. Lower. Do 10 times per leg. Ankle rotation. Boost circulation. 1 minute. Lie relaxed. Rotate each ankle in circles. 10 times each direction, each side. Total time. 5 minutes. Enough for a song or a chat with your grandkid. Note: if you have conditions like arthritis or recent injuries, consult your doctor before starting these stretches to ensure they're safe for you. According to the Arthritis Foundation, seniors doing morning knee stretches have up to a 38% pain reduction after 4 weeks. Frank said, "After a week of consistency, I walked today. Each step didn't feel like stepping on needles anymore. It's like my knees got oiled." 10. The hug at Disneyland. At Disneyland, California, amidst a lively Saturday afternoon crowd, I received a photo from Frank, him in Fantasyland, tightly hugging his little granddaughter. No cane, no grimace, just a smile. His message read, "Dr. Miller, I climbed 3 flights of stairs to the Princess Castle. My grandkid kept shouting, 'Grandpa, run!' I didn't just run, I lived again. On our call, he said, 'I didn't think I'd make it here. I once skipped my grandkid's birthday party because I couldn't climb a few steps. But with your plan, I did it. No pain pills, no cortisone shots, just small daily changes.' I smiled. Frank, you're living proof that miracles come not from magic, but from persistence." Let's recap. 10 steps that helped Frank say goodbye to his cane. 1. Understand knee pain causes. Not just age, but muscle loss, inflammation, and bad habits. 2. Ditch knee-burning foods. Red meat, sugar, processed foods. 3. Fight inflammation with your plate. Half veggies, quarter fatty fish, quarter good carbs. 4. Don't sit still like a statue. Every 30 minutes, stand, rotate knees for 3 minutes. 5. Hydrate like you're oiling joints. 1.5 liters of water daily, especially in the morning. 6. Vitamin D3 and K2. The knee duo. Help calcium go to bones. Consult your doctor if you have conditions affecting vitamin absorption. 7. Morning knee press exercises. Strengthen thigh muscles. 8. Sleep well. Knees thrive. Early bedtime. Warm compress before bed. 9. 5-minute bed. Warm up. Each morning before stepping out. 10. Set a joyful goal. For Frank, it was Disneyland. What's yours? Dear listeners, if Frank, a 72-year-old who once felt hopeless about knee pain, could start over, I believe you can too. Don't let your knees steal what's precious. Walks with your loved one, grandkids' birthday parties, or simply the freedom to step into a park without a cane. I'm Dr. Miller, and if you're hearing this, consider it a promise. Tomorrow morning, before stepping out of bed, try 3 minutes of knee stretches. Then tell me, how does it feel to walk without pain? What's your Disneyland goal? Share in the comments below. Maybe it's walking pain-free with your grandkids, dancing at a wedding, or hiking a favorite trail. Let's inspire each other to keep moving. Join me next time, where I'll share more on preventing knee degeneration early, even if you've never had pain. Stay healthy, because aging isn't about enduring, but living fully.